Welcome to Airborne. I'm Matt Jeffs. Today on our show we've got Tommy Bledsoe. Welcome, Tommy.
Good to be here, Matt. It's a great new studio here. I love it.
It's a lot of fun. We're enjoying it. Having a laugh a minute here, as a matter of fact. You work with the St. Johns County School District. What is your work?
Well, I wear several hats, actually, Matt. I am the Arts and Foreign Language Program Coordinator, which gives me an opportunity to work with all the teachers throughout the county, K through 12, in our great art program, and also the foreign language. And I have recently taken up the role as the Community Education Coordinator, too, providing evening classes for various fields throughout the county. And so I wanted to talk a little bit about that today.
That's what we'd like to talk about, but I can't help but notice that you've got this thing around your neck and this thing in your hand. Would you tell our listeners and viewers about what you're holding?
Well, of course, around my neck I have a rack with a harmonica in it, which keeps me from having to grow another arm, and that's always handy. And this little instrument is a real interesting thing that I acquired a few years back when I had some friends, or have visited with some friends out in California who are Chicano musicians. They play this instrument. It's called a jarana, and it's J-A-R-A-N-A. It's from Veracruz, and plays a type of music very commonly called jarocho music. And so, that's one thing that we're doing this year. There's this session in our community education is we have a conversational Spanish course being taught by Miss Naz Cayenne, who's a teacher over at St. Augustine High School. And she promises to include some music in there. So I thought maybe I'd just play a little song.
Share with us this wonderful instrument.
And I think music is a great way to learn languages, it being a language of its own. And so I'll just do a little song with the harmonica and the jarana, and we'll just see what we can do.
Let's go.
En los campos en la primavera, de colores son los pajaritos que vienen de afuera. De colores es el arco iris que vemos lucir. Y por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí. Y por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí.
Terrific. Wow.
Of course, that song is De Colores. Talks about all the colors, the beautiful colors of the world, and how colorful the world is.
You get to blend art and foreign language as your job title, as you mentioned here, and you're right. Each is music is a perfect tool for that, isn't it?
Well, I didn't grow up around native Spanish speakers, so when I made friends with these musicians, we started trading music, as is always the case when you meet new people that are musically inclined. So I found that it was a way for me to learn Spanish, vocabulary, pronunciation, and to be able to just kind of practice my Spanish by having a song to do it. And it's really, I've kind of put together a lesson that our teachers can use to help kids access language through music. And it's a great way, no matter what the language is.
It sounds like a fun, enjoyable way to learn a foreign language. It really does. Now, these community education courses that you're rolling out, now this isn't the first set of them. You've just concluded a session, didn't you?
Right. We had 10 courses that ran during the fall. At 5 different locations. We've added another location this time. We're doing courses out at Mill Creek. And there we're having Cable Spence. You know Cable?
Sure.
He's a great artist. Besides being, in the Ancient City Slickers, the band plays banjo. He's also an incredible visual artist, and he's teaching fundamentals of drawing and painting out there. He taught it last session at Cunningham Creek. Now we're moving him down to Mill Creek to get some art out there. We're also having a computer for new users, people who just don't, and I had a couple people sign up today, people who are just totally uncomfortable, they're going to start from ground zero and just learn the computer from the ground up.
That is perfect. And you also have courses at R.B. Hunt Elementary as well. What's going on over there?
We have over at R.B. Hunt we have a business course, small business, making your small business profitable. Louis Zappa is teaching that. We have 2 computer courses over there. They're 1-hour courses. One is for learning Excel, if people, kind of want to learn a little bit more about that Microsoft Excel program and how to, do spreadsheets and get your way around that. We're doing that, and we're also doing, it's a publisher, desktop publishing.
Yeah, being able to turn out your own newsletter, your own brochures, your own everything, to promote your business, so to speak. So a lot of these, it sounds like, will help people in this economy. Maybe they finally have this opportunity to get a business off the ground, a dream they've always had. This can help them facilitate that.
Right.
Isn't that right?
And we're also doing a Chainmail Jewelry over there. This is the first time we're offering that. Jan McIntyre, who I actually work with at the school district, she makes incredible jewelry just with the real, just thousands of little rings, little silver rings, and makes beautiful jewelry. So she's going to be offering a course there.
At Mill Creek, I think I heard something about landscape design.
Landscape design, that's a new course for us too. It's going to be Florida-friendly landscape design, using plants that are low maintenance, low cost, and ecologically supportable, sustainable.
That I could see being applicable for folks who maybe they're going to tee up a house to sell and they want to make that place present well in real estate. I can see applications to these courses that you're describing from many different angles. I think it'll bring people together who have all kinds of motives for doing so. Don't you think?
Well, I think we're seeing that there's a market for those kind of things that people, they want to learn new things or just kind of brush up on some of the things that they maybe have had an interest in the past, and it will translate into, improving their lives. Quality of life, I think, is what we're looking at here.
Terrific. What about, let me think, bluegrass. Is anybody doing anything with bluegrass?
Actually, I've been wanting to do this for a while, so I'm going to be doing a bluegrass/string band class. People that just maybe learn a little bit of music and they want to get together with other people and play, with different instruments. We've done that, you've been to my house several times for the jam sessions. Yeah. And there's nothing like just getting together and just sort of figuring out what can happen when people get together. And you have a little bit of leadership, somebody that has, the ability to kind of tie these things together, and that's going to be my role to kind of make a cake out of all these different ingredients.
Well, I remember you were instrumental in getting that sort of thing kicked off at the Old City Farmers Market, and it became something. Every Saturday people show up, and I don't want to say the word haphazardly, but they show up and wind up creating music together.
That's true. And we ought to mention that those courses, the courses, usually those 1-hour courses run anywhere from $45 to $60, depending on the length of time they run. They're usually 6-week or 9-week courses. The 2-hour courses run from about $80 up to $126, depending on how long they go. And some of them are a little bit 2 hours or 2.5 hours. Some of the artists want to have a little longer so they can do their projects.
Right, and also aerobics, body sculpting.
Right.
So you're covering all kinds of topics here, aren't
you? If you're down, we have courses at Gamble Rogers Middle School. There's a computer course down there. Fullerwood Learning Center, which is downtown St. Augustine, right there by the old Parker Cadillac. Then we also have courses up at Cunningham Creek up in the northwestern part of the county. We had a couple of courses up there. We have American Sign Language, conversational, and also, let's see.
Dog obedience.
Dog obedience. That's at St. John's Technical High School.
For our viewers and our listeners who would like to learn more, what's the best way for them to find out about these? Are a lot of classes now. How many, by the way, do you recall?
Well, right now we have 19 classes ready to go, and it kind of depends if some of the classes don't generate the kind of enrollment that we need. We usually need 4 to 5 6 people to run a class because it needs to break even, then we'll maybe wait and run it a little bit later. But we have 19 classes.
And how do people sign up?
Go to our website, www.sjc, as in St. Johns County, sjccommunityed.com. And you'll find the courses, locations, description, fees, and you can also register there. You just, that's the only way you can register is by going to the website and click on the checkout button and select your course.
Well, Tommy, take us on out of here. Folks, you've been Airborne, and we'll be back.
De colores se visten los campos en la primavera. De colores son los pajaritos que vienen de afuera. De colores es el arco iris que vemos lucir. Y por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me